afternoon, everybody. My name is Mbilima Mwansa from the IT department. Jongwe Mingzi Jao Yangwang, aka Jao Yangwang. Today, I am going to be sharing with you what we as the IT department do on our daily basis to help operations run smoothly here at NFCA. This is the content that I'm going to be presenting with you today. So first, the introduction. The IT department at NFCA Southeast Body provides the digital backbone that supports all mining operation. The team manages communication infrastructure, underground network systems, and key technologies that keep production, safety, and monitoring systems connected operational. So the IT department also ensures system security, data reliability, and responsive technical support for both the surface and underground. So through consistent maintenance and network optimization, the department helps the Southeast body operate safely, efficiently with high technology readiness. Okay? Across the mine, the department maintains industrial switches, the SCADA platforms, the PLC panels, wireless APs, sensors, tracking systems, amongst other technologies. We'll be showing or sharing with you now some of the keywords that I have prepared. Our first keyword is computing. So what is computing? I would like to define computing as the process of using computer hardware and software to perform data processing and operational tasks. The second word is network systems. So the network systems, I'm defining that as hardware and software that enable communication and data exchange between devices and platforms. The third word is digital ecosystems. So that is an interconnected digital platform or service and device that operates collaboratively. The fourth word is systems architecture. So the structural design of IT systems defines components, workflows, and integration methods. Okay. My fifth word is tagging and tracking. Lots of our personnel that go underground, we need to know at the point where they are each and every time. So that is where the tagging and the tracking comes in. So this is the real-time tracking of personnel and equipment for safety and productivity. The sixth word is mine-wide fiber backbone. Okay, so this core fiber optic network running from the surface into underground levels. Underground CCTV network. So these are the camera systems used for monitoring oil flow, pump stations, and key access points. The eighth word is electrical substation automation. This is digital controls for transformers, switchgear, and underground power distribution. Ninth word is APs or access points. Okay, so an access point is a wireless device providing network coverage. The 10th word is fiber splicing. Fiber splicing joins the underground and surface optic fiber cables. 11th word is the core switch. Core switch defines as a high capacity switch that sits at the center of the network handling the most traffic. The 12th word is the topology change. So topology change is an event indicating the network path has rerouted, usually due to cable failure, amongst other issues. And the 13th word is latency. Latency defines as the time delay it takes for a ping to go from the software to a switch and back. And uptime is the duration a device has been running without a restart. And ping, the 15th word, or reachability, is a test to see if a device is alive. The 16th word is fiber optic link. That defines as high-speed data connection using light, okay, often used for long distance, in this case the backbone, links between the clusters shown. And communication error. Okay? Communication error, a general term for when data cannot pass between 2 points. The 18th word is the VLAN or virtual local access network, a way to segment the network into smaller private groups for security or traffic management. 19th word is ventilation sensors. So these are devices that measure airflow and gas levels. And our last word being IP address. So this is the logical address used to route data to switches. What we as a department do, we as the IT department, we are responsible for the health and the troubleshooting of each and every computer here at NFCA. So that includes printers, the photocopiers, and the computers. IT department manages installation, troubleshooting, and maintenance of printers and all peripheral devices, ensuring reliable document handling and seamless communication in all of Southeast of body. We also do application installation and updates. NFCA Southeast of body maintains a robust communication network designed to support safe, efficient, and coordinated mining operations across all departments. One of our most utilized way of communication is telephone. So we use both IP phones and analog phones. So an IP phone, an analog phone, this is an integrated voice systems providing reliable communication in offices, workshops, and underground stations. Also, the key components in our communications infrastructure is the fiber optic backbone. So, like I mentioned, these are high-speed fiber links that deliver stable connectivity between surface control rooms, shafts, substations, and production areas. Okay, and the structured cabling. So here I have a picture of an RJ11 and an RJ45. So an RJ11 is normally used to connect an IP phone. An RJ45 is used for connectivity like category 6 copper cable or a Cat 6A copper cable for network and for cameras mostly. We have also network distribution points. So these are strategic switch locations ensuring clear communication paths between operational units, security systems, and monitoring centers. This is a depiction of how the optic fiber cable is. So like the outer share of the optic fiber cable is what we call the jacket. Okay, and then the inner of the jacket is the buffer, and then there is the cladding that is protecting the core. An optic fiber cable works as a transmitting of light. Okay, so light is what goes through the optic fiber cable. I also mentioned of the RJ45 or the Cat 6. So we call those the UTP and the STP. I'm now going to talk about the core infrastructure, what runs our systems. I have a picture depicting a 2U and a 1U. These are servers. They come in different brands. So there's Dell, Huawei. We normally use the Huawei like. These are redundant hotspots that supplies power, cooling modules, and high throughput network for and console ports. We have Ethernet switches. So these provide a dense port configuration for server interconnection and fiber and copper network uplinks. And power distribution units, or simply called the PDUs, these are the horizontal rack mounted. So the functional roles are these provide the core computational and networking backbone for data and center cluster and ensures reliable power, high bandwidth connectivity, and scalable computing capacity. It also facilitates visualization, database hosting, system integration, and cloud applications. So on this rack, we can find components such as CPU and RAM. So these serve as virtual machine hosting. That is what the RAM does. And AI, or artificial intelligence, and machine learning computation. So these are equipped with multiple NICs for redundancy and high throughput. We have a network switching layer. So this manages the intra-rack server communication, routing to core network infrastructure. Okay, so this uses cabling of the fiber cable and the Cat 6 category 6 for optimized performance. We have also the storage subsystems. These are dedicated storage appliances and disk arrays. They perform as high-density drive base for large data sets. RAID, this is a redundancy array of identification disks. So those RAID, they are enabled for fault tolerance. It also supports NAS and SAN deployments. It is cardinal that there is a power and cooling system. So this is for hot swap power supplies, ensure high availability. PUDs distribute power across all devices. Ventilated server chassis and fans maintain the thermal efficiency. We use cameras for security. The core connectivity has a high bandwidth fiber optic backbone linking the surface control rooms, the underground nodes, workshop, and administration blocks. So we use, like I mentioned, the category 6 and category 6A copper cabling for short distances connectivity. The core connectivity also involves the structured cabling routed through protected conduit to withstand mining operations. The PoE, the power over Ethernet switch, which powers IP cameras directly through the Ethernet. The switch layer also has the VLAN segmented network for enhanced security and reduced broadcast traffic. Switch layer also has the redundant uplinks for failover and continuous video feed availability. I mentioned PoE, which is the power over Ethernet. So the definition or the work of the power over Ethernet PoE, this is the technology that allows network cables, typically Ethernet cables, to deliver both data and electrical power to devices such as IP cameras and access points and IP phones. And we also have the NVR, or the network video recorder. These cameras that are mounted all over our company. A network video recorder is a specialized device used in IP-based CCTV systems to record and store video streams from IP cameras that provide playback, search, and export of footage. The transmission and bandwidth, this optimized bandwidth allocation to support high-resolution videos and have adaptive bitrate balancing for multi-camera clusters. Okay, and the fiber links ensure minimal latency to NVRs and monitoring rooms. System integration. The system integration, this is the direct connection from field cameras to the local switches, to aggregation switches, the NVR storage systems, the control room screens. Okay, so the system integration also has a centralized monitoring, which is via the dedicated CCTV network to segment to isolate video traffic. Okay, so the maintenance support, the IT department delivers continuous maintenance services to ensure the reliability and availability of all essential systems across NFCA Southeast body. This includes proactive performance monitoring, fault prevention, and rapid response to operational disruptions. Okay, so we do routine inspection of servers, switches, cameras, and underground communication nodes. Okay, the firmware and software updates to improve stability and network and communication as well. We do scheduled hardware cleaning and lifespan optimization. The network health checks to prevent downtime. We do immediate troubleshooting of hardware, network, and software failures, rapid dispatch for underground and surface faults. We analyze the root cause to prevent recurring issues. And then afterwards, we do a system recovery. So this is obviously different procedures. All in all, the IT department remains the central backbone of all NFCA operations. This is to ensure seamless connectivity, reliability, and security across every mining unit. Through proactive support, robust infrastructure management, and continuous modernization, we enable operational efficiency both on surface and underground. As technology evolves, our commitment is to strengthen, enhance safety, and drive innovation, and ensuring that NFCA remains future ready and operationally resilient. That draws the conclusion of my presentation. Thank you very much.